Since the start of the Israeli war, there's been a type of deception. This world is so full of illusion. That sounds like a strong delusion. Uh, this Biden's Israel war, it's not going to end anytime soon. As a matter of fact, it's going to lead up to the world dictator, the Antichrist. This is what I'm looking at now, is that this was planned a long time ago. And Albert Pike, if you're not familiar with Albert Pike, he was a Civil War Confederate general, and he was a 33rd degree Freemason. He channeled this letter that he wrote to a colleague of his in Italy. His name was Mazzini, and it was dated August the 15th, 1871. And he said, he told his colleague that he envisioned these 3 world wars, that they had to take place to cause an unparalleled economic disaster. And his plan has come to fruition, because actually the First and Second World War has already took place. What it was is that what the First World War did was to bring about an order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the czars in Russia, and of making that country a fortress of atheistic communism. And the divergence caused by the agents of the Illuminati between the British and the Germanic empires will be used to begin this war. And at the end of the war, communism will be built and used in order to destroy other governments and in order to weaken the religions. And we see that today. And this happened in First World War. Okay, the Second World War. We know in history that they took advantage of the fascists and the political Zionists. Remember this word, political Zionism. And this is what I needed to tell you about some Christians that are falling like the pro-Israel. That's very dangerous, and you need to get out of it. And that's why I'm making this video, because I think there's a lot of Christians that are going that way, and I'll tell you why here in a minute, why this is being exposed. See, where did I leave off? Okay, the political Zionists should be strong enough to institute a sovereign state in Israel, in Palestine. Okay? Did you get that? A sovereign state of Israel, a political state in Palestine during the Second World War. And international communism must be strong enough in order to balance Christianity, which would be then restrained and held in check until the time when that they will be ready. It's needed for a final social cataclysm, and there will be the falling away. Okay, now the Third World War, it's right upon us, and what they will do is they'll take advantage of the differences caused by the agents of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. And you see that's happening today in the Israeli war, what's happening over there now. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the state of Israel, are mutually will destroy each other. And that's what they're doing right now. And so in the end, what they will do is that people will be so disillusioned with Christianity, and then what they will do is that they will bring in the Antichrist, and he will bring a lie. This will be a strong illusion which will involve AI, the fallen angels, and Lucifer, because this Antichrist the man will, and his time is coming. He's not revealed yet, but his time is coming, and that he will be possessed by Lucifer, by Satan. And okay, this one I found, and it was a very good article about group salvation or individual salvation. Okay, and it talks about American Christian Zionism. It's very dangerous, and it's very satanic, and it goes back in history where it's at the time, I just said about that they were going to use Zionism to destroy Christianity. So if you're supporting Israel or any of this, get out of it and look for the coming of Jesus Christ, because this cult is what they have is that they've made a foundation that they're looking for the Antichrist, not the actual Jesus Christ. Okay, it says, "I lay a stone in Zion, a chosen and precious cornerstone. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone, and Jesus is that stone that was rejected by the builders, and that was the center cornerstone of Christianity, and they're destroying it. Jesus Christ is the only one that can save you, and none of this, these things supporting Israel, because they can't save you. Actually, the leaders in Israel are very evil, and it is a false doctrine, and it claims to teach the Bible, which it doesn't. And it's clear that Zionism is not the Zionism that is. The word Zion is in the Bible, but it doesn't refer to this at all. Actually, it refers to God and His kingdom and His people, because God loves you, and He wants to have a relationship with you, and He's going to have His people in His kingdom that love Him and are looking for His coming, the second coming of Jesus Christ. And it says, "The time is coming, declares the Lord, that there will be a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. And it will not be like a covenant that I made with your forefathers when I took them by hand out to lead them out of Egypt, because they broke my covenant, and though I was a husband to them. This is a covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after that time, he declared. And I will put my law in their minds and write them in their heart. And I will be their God, and they will be my people." From Jeremiah 31. And even Paul in the New Testament, who converted from Zionism, Judaism is what that is, because Judaism is a false religion too. And if this offends some people, I'm sorry, but I'm making this video to try to save people's lives so that you won't go to hell, because if you believe this, you're going to go to hell. So you have to be careful, be very careful about what you listen to or what you follow, because there are a lot of false doctrines out there. Even the Bible warned about this. Says his purpose was to create in himself one new man out of the two, thus making peace, and in this one body to reconcile both of them to God through the cross, by which he put to death their hostilities. And okay, and then there was something else. And the Jewish Noahide laws that are being passed by the Congress, U.S. Congress, for beheading Christians. And the USSR has become the USSA. So that's why that they're destroying, trying to destroy Christianity and then institute a one world government, communism, and a one world religion, which is human reasoning. So it's all void of God. And these Jewish Noahide laws are going to enforce, and it's happening. So they passed this law. Let me find it here. This was dated March the 18th, 2012, and very few people have heard about the guillotines. But it had passed Congress back in 1991, and it was signed into law and approved March the 20th, 1991, by George Bush, to beat all. He was the headliner of the New World Order, so he had that done. And they've never removed it, I don't think. And so they've got this all planned. So everything what I mentioned, it's an illusion, it's a delusion. You think when all these people are dead and gone, who's going to be left to enforce this? And this will be the Antichrist. And you take people like Nikki Haley, who loves Israel more than the United States. There's something very definitely wrong with a scenario where she's been known to sign bombs for Israel. I find that very odd, very strange. It's a very strange behavior. There's some little stories here about the war itself that so many people were getting so disgusted about the false this fake war. I mean, it's a real war, but it's what they're doing is, well, depopulating. They're starting. War always depopulates, and there's going to be more of world depopulation other than the wars that happened in the Ukraine and in Israel right now. And Biden is not nowhere anywhere close going to stop this war. Oh, actually, when I said Biden, actually it's Obama who is behind this, because Biden, I don't think he knows what his name is now. I mean, it's really that bad. And there's these survivors in Rafah that they can't afford to leave because they're so wiped out, and they're so poor now. That they even wiped out entire families. I said one raid that the IDF made was during the time when the school was out, and they bombed children out in the streets. Most of the children that were people that were killed were children. Oh, I see. Mir Khan, he is so behind the influence of Netanyahu. He's a political extremist and rabbi, and there is a movement even named after him. This is how evil this man is, and he's a rabbi. And this is a religious Zionist ideology named after him. And he supports the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, because they are considered the #1 terrorist group in the world. And in the end, the Israelis will use AI spyware and to destroy mankind. That's what they will do. I'm at the end. So take care. God bless you. And remember, I think it's, I'm still going, but just remember what I told you, that this is a big deception. It may not be the strong delusion, because I think what I'll talk about next in the strong delusion is AI and the fallen angel technology, which they'll be using to destroy mankind. Y'all take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.